Welcome to Cinemondo.
It's always great to be here to talk about new and exciting. And we love movies, TV shows, and web series. You know, that's a thing
web series are basically the new TV show.
They are. You can just pop it on your computer, and it's high quality, and the production values are wonderful, and you know, bigger and bigger people, bigger production companies are doing that as another stream of showing content to everybody. So ZEE5, which is a huge ZEE5 Global, is a huge streaming service that focuses on Indian cinema and web series, and they produce their own films. And it's really like Mrs., which we talked about a few weeks ago, which was a great movie. And now they have a new web series called Crimebeat, which
I love crime stuff.
It's now on their streaming platform, so you can watch it. And we haven't seen anything of it, but we know it's one of these. It's a young stringer, a journalist who's trying to make his bones. And he gets involved in some sort of high-level corruption, and he teams up with a policeman to try to find out what's going on, and he gets deeper and deeper into it and to the intrigue and mystery. So it sounds like something that's really sort of exciting and fun. Stars Saqib Saleem as
cool. He was in that Citadel movie that just came out.
Citadel Honey Bunny. Yes. And he was in that sports film 83 that came out a few years back.
Yeah.
So
we didn't see the reaction to that, I think. I love too the angle that it's from the reporter. So it's not about cops necessarily. It's from the reporter point of view. So that's kind of a cool idea. The crime beat. You're good.
Right. And there was a film a couple of years ago that was set in LA with Jake Gyllenhaal called I think it was called Night Walker. And he was sort of like, going around, and he was sort of trying to find, as soon as a crime happened, he was there to sort of get the video, get shots. And so you're sort of getting it from that point of view. Of course, All the President's Men is a kind of a classic older film that deals with, political nastiness.
What happened to those guys? Where are those people now? I guess they're writing books.
I know.
We need more investigative journalists who can take on the big guys. Yep.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Definitely
Over here in the United States of America.
We have a criminal office right now, and it was great to have Woodward and Bernstein around.
Oh my God!
Woodward's still doing it though. Woodward is still.
He is. Yeah, he is. It's just sort of thinned out, and so many people believe in something else that just is a bunch of bullshit. But
anyway,
we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk
about crime.
Crime Beat. So I love the title, and I'm excited to see what they've done.
तो पुलिस ने क्यों मारा? वो बार-बार एक ही सवाल पूछ रहे थे, किस किडनैपिंग गैंग में काम करते हो? अरे मैं कोई किडनैपर लगता हूँ आपको? इनको पत्रकारिता की पावर के बारे में पता नहीं है, पूरी की पूरी दिल्ली पुलिस हिला दूंगा। कल का डेली न्यूज़ पढ़ लियो तू। अभिषेक सिन्हा, आज इंटरव्यू है मेरा।
रिपोर्टिंग टीम में?
जी।
एक पुलिस वाले ने इस आदमी को उल्टा लटका के क्यों मारा, ये कहानी है। आपका टीवी व्हेन व्हाट हाउ पहले ही खा चुका है। बचा गया। Why?
तुम में ऐसा क्या है जो मुझ में नहीं है? 2 साल से इस पोजीशन के पीछे पड़ी हूँ मैं।
अगर जल्दी से 2-3 धांसू स्टोरी ना दी ना, तो पहुंच जाऊंगा वापस डेली न्यूज़ के ऑफिस में।
दिल्ली से एक बहुत बड़ा हवाला हुआ है। सर जो लेडी की किडनैपिंग हुई है, शायद हवाला उसी के लिए दिया रैंसम है।
Is this about बिन्नी चौधरी? सर दिल्ली सेफ तो है ना?
जितने पैसे मैंने कमाए नहीं होंगे, उससे ज्यादा पैसे सरकार मुझे पकड़ने के लिए खर्च कर रही है।
सर इतने पैसे की बारिश हुई है कि लोग अपने बंगले बना लेंगे।
सर आई हैव अ स्टोरी सर। अभी पहली स्टोरी तुमने पूरी तरह हगी नहीं है, और दूसरी तुम्हारे पेट में गुड़गुड़ कर रही है। सर इट्स अबाउट बिन्नी चौधरी।
बिन्नी के ऊपर कोई स्टोरी नहीं, समझा तू?
हीरोइन कौन है?
इसका असली नाम है अर्चना पांडे, बिन्नी चौधरी की खास है।
ये किडनैपिंग इतनी आसान नहीं होगी।
I love meetings in the parking lot.
Exactly.
मेरी स्टोरी पे आपकी बायलाइन। एक्सप्रेस पे बायलाइन चाहिए तो उसके लिए आपको स्टोरी चाहिए होती है। This is how a story should be.
इस दुनिया में ऊपर जाने के लिए ना टेढ़ा बनना बहुत जरूरी है। सर इस कहानी में बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो अभी तक आपको भी नहीं पता है, और उसकी तह तक तो मैं पहुंच के ही रहूंगा।
करने कौन देगा तुम्हें?
रोकेगा कौन सर?
सुबह जब दिल्ली जागेगी तो उन्हें पता चल जाएगा कि दिल्ली की हवा बदल चुकी है। तुझे पता है ये स्टोरी कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है मेरे लिए?
पावरफुल लोगों के खिलाफ है ये स्टोरी, करंट गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ है।
तुम्हें लगता है ऐसे जर्नलिज्म कहते हैं सब सही कर रहे हो?
सबका सही और गलत बहुत अलग अलग होता है।
Wow. Okay. So nothing like a good
दिल्ली
age
चौधरी दिल्ली में लेकिन सिर्फ
throw
मैं
right
जानता
in
हूँ
their
दिल्ली में क्यों है
Right.
That's what you do.
This looks really like stuff that I love to watch. I love when somebody guy gets in over his head and tries to figure out. He's just trying to get the story, and of course,
सर हर साल के
getting
job.
involved.
एक रिंग मास्टर की
Yeah,
जरूरत
but he's
पड़ती
getting
है
involved with
और
all
मुझे
these
रिंग
people
मास्टर
that
बनने
he's
में
like,
बहुत
oh my
मजा आ
god,
रहा
this
है
is dangerous for me,
Sit back and
dangerous
enjoy
for
the
my
circus,
family
sir.
and friends, and so. And then it seems like it's extremely well produced. I mean, we're
Yes.
out in the jungle.
Epic.
We're in the city. We're a lot of different characters. So it feels like a series. It feels like it's a big story.
Yeah, it does. It
You
looks
know.
huge. And I love all the ins and outs of like reporters trying to dig, like how they do that is always fascinating to me. Like the meetings, like I made that comment about the parking lots, but anything underground parking, when you have that meeting, people are set up because it's really bad. So, phones don't really work when you go down deep in a parking lot like that. So, hopefully no cameras. See, that's the thing now. Cameras everywhere now. Even in parking
Yeah.
lots.
Well, All the President's Men had the famous
That was
scene where they met
big.
Deep Throat. That was in a parking lot back before
lot.
cell phones and
That's
probably
right.
a lot of security, maybe some security cameras. I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. But yeah, so just them trying to dig and find the truth, like, and how dangerous that is, and what happens to you when you start getting too close and they know that you're on the trail. Like, it just gets very scary. And then what do you do when you publish that article? Oh my God, it's like, "Ugh." So there's a lot at stake, and I love that they kind of really showed the stakes, not only just for the reporters, but for everyone involved. So that's why it's like you can't write the story. Basically, you can't do it. Everything's gonna fall apart if you do it because it's too big. I love that idea.
the aftermath. I mean, the one thing about being a journalist, I have a friend who's a journalist, and he writes stories. And then what happens after he does all this work, puts it out there, everybody he wrote about usually can't stand it. Doesn't like what they wrote. It was written because it was too much. It was too much in
Too
depth.
much.
Giving away, and like I was like, well, here's some more people that hate my guts just because I did my job. But here, you're bringing it to this level where you can actually get hurt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
physical
intense.
violence. That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, let's check it out.
So we have, I'm not quite sure what's going on in this poster. Let's see. We have it's a good way to show the whole cast. Like they have a nice montage and that holding device, like let me see, what is that?
The newspapers in the back.
Are they printing the newspaper?
Yeah.
It's been a while since newspapers have been around. So
Yeah. I mean, that's the Express. I mean, it looks like the Express is the
yeah,
masthead.
it's going up and it's going down. Yeah. It's like,
right.
He's
but it
running.
almost looks like an escalator to me,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's kind of like he's running on, because that's what they look like. They're these big, long, like, we've seen them in every movie. Like, that's kind of cool idea. So I wonder if it's set back in a certain time. I couldn't quite tell. But it's a great shot of him. It's for a shoot. He's going right at camera. It's a really good quality shot. So you can see they did that, which is really cool.
I think the good guys are on the right and the bad guys are on the left, I think.
Oh, yeah. That woman looks like bad news on the left. She's gonna be trouble. That's not good. I know. They all have sunglasses on, so they're definitely shady.
Well, I think the one on the right is, I think that's the police. The police.
Well, they're definitely the bad guys, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe.
That's the thing, is it? I don't know.
You don't know. That's what makes these kind of stories really interesting, because who's in cahoots with who, and you're just this innocent young journalist trying to get the truth out, and maybe nobody wants the truth out. Maybe nobody wants this story to be written. Right. You don't know. So that's what makes it intriguing. And it started February 21st. And it's a series on ZEE5 Global, and
looks fun.
We've talked about ZEE5. Yeah, I know there's so many streaming services out there, but this gives you a totally different content. Some of the other things that here in the US, especially, they sort of show the same thing.
Yeah,
not there. That's like you're going to get completely different films, mostly, and web series and well-produced films like Mrs., which we highly recommend. So something worth considering.
Yeah. If you're tired of same old stuff, it's worth checking out some of these international, streaming services, especially this one, because it's got, like you said, a really good library of great stuff, and it's all high end. So highly recommend if you're looking for that kind of unusual, cool stuff.
And their produced stuff is, like Netflix produces their own stuff. They do the same thing, and this is what this is. So
that's what it is.
I'm interested in it. So, and that already started, like we said, so you can get in there and watch it from the very beginning. I'm not sure if they do, unload the whole series at once, or if they do a week-to-week thing. I'm not sure about that, but every streaming service does it differently. I kind of like the old school doing week to
I do
week.
too. Just kind of spool it out. They have something to look forward to because you burn through it, you kind of forget it.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, I like that. It'd be fun to review this. We should watch it and review it.
I think we will.
We should do it.
Thanks, ZEE5 Global.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.